Taurus? It's your girl JV, High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2022. I just felt a bit bashful. That's rare. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. For free content, check out my Instasham at justj_everything. TikTok at justjeverything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. Hydrate, ho. Light it if you got it. Be sure to check out the Aquarius season astrology video. Over there, I go into detail about all the transit dates that are important for this season. Let's go ahead and create a safe space for our benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2022. It felt really reflective. It feels really pensive. It feels very creative if you let it be. I feel like you should let it be creative if possible. That would be a wonderful outlet. Your ruling planet Venus is in Aquarius, and as we all know, Venus attracts at this point, what you know. And okay, Venus attracts, and your current perspective, your current programming, our current programming, our collective perspective is perpetuating emotional conflict. We're perceiving emotional bridges or emotional hurdles to cross as something that's not possible or something that is strenuous, when it's just like, that's just growing, bro, that's just life. Like, this is not meant to do anything but be transmuted into a divine feminine power source. And so Venus is going to be attracting in new information, a new knowing. Aquarius is the sign of I know. It's the 11th house. It governs hopes, wishes, friends, that opportunity for gaining friends in higher places. It's a very social time, so you're going to definitely start feeling more social. Feeling more, feeling like getting out and about and being like in the world, of the world. Finding your place in between. But I do feel like this season, because Venus is eventually going to conjunct with Saturn. And I do feel like there are these, it's like purification by fixed air. It's like the blow dryer. It's just like things be like blowing you away, or realizations. It's very Ace of Swords. It's very inspirational, aspirational, and you should let it be. Aquarius is the star card, and you want to be attracting in hope, faith, interaction with the divine that inspires you to surrender, to take your hands off the wheel and just like receive. I wish that for you. So take some time with me as we welcome in the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2023. First card out is the Five of Swords with the Hangman on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I said it's real reflective. So the first thing to be clarified in Aquarius season is the way that you're holding on to these three swords, which is indicative of the Three of Swords, which is the quintessential heartbreak card. The other two on the ground are willful blindness and indecision. There's some kind of like defensiveness. It's like you've put down defensiveness, and now it's just a time to be willing to see everything for as it is. There could be something about like shady behavior. Maybe you are behaving in a shady way, or you're thinking about behaving in a shady way, or your spidey senses are tingling about someone. Maybe somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. There may be something about feeling like an option or treating someone like an option. There could be a lot of time, or there needs to be time reflected on how much time you spend in the past, especially in the mind, how much time you let your previous or the pain from the past dictate your present, and how much you let the past dictate your current situation, especially when it comes to romance and connection and friends. And also like keeping yourself stuck. There's a need to like cutting ties from the past will bring in this new perspective. I feel like a lot of you are feeling stuck, and you're not stuck. You're being held in an uncomfortable position so you can figure out how the fuck we got here. How are you getting caught up? There's something about like self-punishment or shame or guilt. Some of you are feeling like really I mean, this is the darkest time of the year. So seasonal depression is a thing. Take your fucking vitamin D. But I also feel like this has a lot to do with like, it's time to address that what's keeping you stuck is the conflict in the realm of the mind, and then not addressing it, like keeping things vague. There's all this cloud, all these clouds. So there's just this like mental fog even. And I feel like the mental fog is because some of us are just spending a lot of time in what was, and it's dictating or like why things went down like that. Sometimes why is a trap. Sometimes why is a trap. I feel like Venus is going into Aquarius, and it's going to bring up your muscle memory. It's going to bring up your habits. It's going to force you to reflect on Capricorn shit, which is I do. The way that you do shit, your patterns, your habits, your actions, your cycles. And it's going to be having you look at how your habits and cycles are conflictual or conflicting or a contradiction even of your thought processes or what you say or what you profess. But I feel like what needs to be clarified is the pain that you're holding on to, the disappointment that you're holding on to, or the disappointment or pain that you are possibly inflicting or have inflicted on other people. There could be just, Mercury is, I'm filming this the day, like Mercury is direct as of today, and it has been all day. And so there is this like clarity that I feel like is possible now. Hopefully you've spent enough time ruminating on whatever's been keeping you feeling stuck, because there's definitely some sort of influx of personal power, a new relationship, and the initial stages of a relationship, the initial stages of a passion project. This is optimistic news coming in, good news coming in. And I feel like you need to be looking forward and upward and yeah, but I do feel like trust and believe what's done in the dark comes to light. And there's definitely some, oh God, there you are. There's definitely some like conflicts that I feel like could be very much so resolved by way of like using your words to create, not destroy, using your thoughts to create, not destroy. Okay, and so that's another thing here. These cards are saying that there is thus far some conflict in the mind that is keeping you from initiating a new relationship with yourself, a new relationship with your spirit. Some of you, this is like a time to sever ties with the negative self-talk. It's time to address the self-talk. It's time to address the anxiety. It's time to address the addiction. It's time to address the issues with this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There could be someone, it just looks like they're, sorry, just looks like they're like, people are, it's like your mind and your spirit are going in different directions. There also could be someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Yeah, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements in some sort of new opportunity or new option. The Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands are the Two of Wands, and that's something about taking the road less traveled, making different decisions. I feel like once this Page of Wands energy, this influx, once this, like, I feel like also start making plans for spring, start looking forward to spring. I feel like it is important also to understand that there's time for a desert and there's time for, you know, the flood. But I do feel like there is a need to evaluate the harsh contrasts. This may even, I feel like some of you may be, I'm not saying that you are, I'm not a fucking doctor, but it's like some of you may be feeling like bipolar. There may be a lot of like emotional, like emotions, spirituality, intuition that's being put on the back burner, and then it like floods in, and then all of a sudden there's like a desert. Like there's something about like contrasts or extreme contrasts in temperament. And I also feel like some of you are in connections or in relationships or have made commitments to things that are going to require you to cut ties from like shitty habits or shitty ways or behaviors that you know no longer serve you, or people or connections that no longer serve you. There's something about like with both of these signs, both Capricorn and Aquarius are traditionally ruled by Saturn. And there's stuff coming up here with like karma and time and like conflictual, like conflicts of time. But it just feels like there are these harsh lessons coming in regards to, what was I saying with that? There could have just been stuff going on with like timing or karma, like playing, you know, just be careful with Saturn, with Saturn's proximity to Venus. I feel like it's really important, and Saturn ruling karma, I feel like it's really, really important to keep your side of the street clean, karma-wise. Like really making sure that you're doing right by people, really making sure that you're doing right by yourself. There's just something about prioritizing ethics and morals, like doing the right thing. Cards are getting shy now, or reticent at least. As soon as I said that, Nine of Swords reversed. Center of the reading is like, hey, this dark night of the soul period, there is an ending of a cycle in the realm of your mind and in the realm of your thoughts and in the realm of your willingness to like see the truth. Yeah, because the divine is like calling. The writing is on the wall. It's time to like make a decision or get off the fence, especially because it feels like the dark times are over, but there is still this connection or this like, denial of the end of this. It's like you're out of this, but or maybe some of you have been running from the fact that there's still some unlearned lessons from the dark night of the soul. But I do feel like going from the Five of Swords to the Nine of Swords, yes, there is this increase or an intensification in your life in regards to thoughts, words, legalities, mindsets, lessons, data, information, technology. I also feel like it's time to address like your sleep issues, also anxiety issues. Some of you, there may just be like too much caffeine or too many uppers or too many. Oh, that could also be a thing. You could be like needing to, some of you are maybe pulling back from hanging out with certain people because there could just be like you have a goal or you're trying to accomplish something and everybody just wants to party and bullshit. or everybody wants to do drugs and you're trying not to, or everybody wants to do, you know, there could just be something like that where you're just like, damn, I may need to check or mind the company that I keep in some sort of way. Yeah, because I feel like, okay, what this is here is a choice. Because the Nine of Swords reverse says that you're not in the Nine of Swords. You're just, it's like an echo. It's like muscle memory. It's like a period that, it's almost like when, it's like when you've been stuck in the dark, in the basement for so long, or you thought you were locked in a room, and then like you hear the door unlock and you go and you open the door, and like you see that you can leave, you can get out of the room, but like you don't know what the fuck is outside of the door. All you've known is the darkness. All you've known is just this uncomfortability. And so now it's like, what like I have the choice. I can stay here and do the same thing and expect different results, or I can stay here and just wonder and just like let, you know, opportunities pass me by. I can just stay here, or I can choose the Nine of Cups or the Nine of Swords reverse. It's your choice, baby. It is. But there's either like, you're either choosing willful blindness, or you're going to do the emotional inventory, looking at the last 9 months, the last 9 years, really allowing yourself to process everything through the third eye, processing everything through words, through articulation, through talking, because there's some shit that's had a hold on you for way too long. There have been toxic attachments. There's been like this attachment versus connection issue. There could just be things that have like some sort of like dominating force in your life, and you've expanded as far as you're going to expand with these kind of holds or binds on you. But the devil is also power. It's sex, drugs, and rock and roll, but it's also power. So I feel like you've got to figure out that you have way too much power to be playing like this shit isn't a choice. People go through shit every fucking day and still get up and choose to be fucking happy, and choose to be love, and choose to be grace, and choose to share, and choose to, it's a fucking choice. And anything else, you know, I don't know, feels like vanity to me. And I may be the asshole Aries for saying that, but boop boop. Final card. One of my favorite lines I've ever heard is this show, from the show The Empress. That's funny. I think it's on HBO, but the head honcho Queen Bee bitch, she says, forgiveness is for the gods and everything else is vanity. Whew. And there's multiple ways to interpret that. But final card, final message for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2022. One final card, one final message, please. The King of Swords reverse, and then the Six of Cups and the Four of Cups kind of came out, but the Seven of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck, and I'm going to keep that. But I'll give you these messages too. Okay, final card is the King of Swords reverse. And I do feel like this is perfect because you're going to be going into, it's like the divine, okay. It's giving let go or be dragged, Taurus. Either way, you're going to be moving towards a life that is not just all theory. It's hella practice. And you are in a place where you like beautifully practice what you preach, and you beautifully do the things that you know. And so the divine is really going to be, I think, like knocking you down a few pegs in some sort of way in regards to the callous on your mind, or the inability to see that what you do or what you talk or the talk you talk is not matching up with the walk that's being walked in some sort of way. And that's why this Page of Wands, this brand new relationship with the self, this reinvigoration of spirit is coming through. Because the divine needs you to understand at the heart of this season, you have got to allow 10-10. You've got to allow for the fucking ending of this cycle in the realm of your mind. This negative self-talk, this looping, this inability to look at how much power, how much data is sitting on the table for you whenever you just like la 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 la, or you just allow yourself to wade in old habits and old cycles. It's just like you already know some of the things that you're doing, they just aren't working anymore, and they aren't leading you here. They aren't leading you to that self-made, really fulfilled, really happy, optimistic, being able to act on your instincts, being able to really trust yourself, being able to just like go for it and love and open and like, look at me with my cups and I just did it and I got this. Like that confidence is coming because there has been that Taurus, rigidity, that stubbornness, and it's kept you, it's created some sort of callous in regards to the knowing of your mind. And I saw 1111 on there because there is this like reset that I feel like it's coming, and you're getting the things that you want. You're getting the things that you need. And I do feel like there's shifts in your relationship to reciprocity, how you receive. Someone maybe with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, maybe trying to, you may be having someone may be coming back from the past, or someone may be trying to give you love, or there may be this influx of love, an influx of connection, an influx of creativity, an influx of self-love. But I'm telling you, there is a really, really big difference between this fucking, y'all know how I feel about the fucking Four of Cups, like this fucking twat that is just so caught up in the past that he doesn't fucking recognize a cup coming out of the fucking sky. Like, this is not the proper response, bro. What is going on? And so there could be stuff going on with like Three of Cups stuff, like party and bullshit and ignoring ignoring what's like really at hand. The Three of Cups can also be like drinking too much, smoking too much, like being overly indulgent in some sort of way, which, no one's ever known a Taurus to be indulgent. There could be just some sort of, or the Three of Cups is also, third-party situations. There could be something about like a non-consensual third-party situation, ruminating over stuff with maybe infidelity or cheating or lying, or being cheated or lied on, times in the past when you were cheated or lied on, or that you were cheated and lied, or when you cheated or lied or whatever. And it's just like something is keeping you from accepting the Fourth Cup, noticing that the Fourth Cup is even coming to be fucking established, to give you this new emotional foundation. This is Moon in Cancer. And the Six of Cups is just like, hey, a lot of this stuff is rooted in childhood. It's like, yeah, you know about that stuff. You know about it. 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 But what do you do about it? 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 What is your knowing fucking doing for your life? And so allow this my advice, and the advice that's coming through here is really like, don't be hard-headed this season. It's time, no more willful blindness. It's time to really look at everything and be willing to be someone that when new information is presented to them, you're willing to upgrade and update the programming. You may have to eat your words a little bit and like apologize and, change your tone, but like, let's say, you've been talking shit saying that time travel wasn't real, then all of a sudden science proves time travel's real. And you got to say like, well, fuck science. You know what I mean? There's something about like when new information is presented, are you able to like stop being, hard-headed? But that's that bullshit. Oop. Literally and figuratively. And I just feel like there is just, there's something here about investing in happiness. investing in connection. I feel like you've planted seeds. You don't need to micromanage the seeds. You don't need to tend to it. There's something about letting the divine do their part, investing in having healthier habits, updating your energetic, like updating your life according to your actual energetic budget, what you can and can't handle, being honest about that, and giving your body the nutritional input so that it can give you the energetic output that you need. But I also feel like you've planted seeds, you've watered them. You don't need to sit and try to watch the shit grow. Let the divine do their part. You be patient, because there is some brand new chapter in what you define as love and fulfillment and togetherness and success and partnership and confidence and entrepreneurship and the people. I mean, this is Aquarius season, so it's very like out there and free spirited and free love, and so there's all kinds of like options available to you. So if you invest, if you've been, whatever you invest in, you will attract to you. Wherever your attention goes, that thing will grow. So this is going to be a juicy plunge. Hope to see you over on Patreon. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.